So as you might have seen, I tragically fell into a bucket of bleach. Yeah, blonde era is here. And as I've had a drastic life change, I thought it'd be a nice time to talk about me. How self-centered of myself. So I asked you guys on Instagram and also to give me your juiciest Philly questions. Let's go. Why the cool ass blonde hair? I almost read that as why the cool blonde ass hair. I didn't go that far. Am I having a twink death gay crisis and someone should have knocked that bleach bottle out of my hand and sent me off to a farm where I could graze with some happy bears? As fun as that sounds, I don't think so. I was just feeling inspired to have a rebrand because I got so much confidence out of the dequiffening. I wanted to feel that rush again. Some people were also asking how many sessions it took to get this color. It was just one. I did not do it myself. I had my lovely hairdressing friend Neil do it, and there was a lot of chemicals going on, so I'm glad I didn't end up in a Brad Mondo video. Oh my god. I'm still not fully used to it. I've woken up to pee a couple of times through the night and fully jump scared myself in the mirror. Like, who the hell are you in my bathroom? I'm holding a tube of toothpaste here. Squirt. What's next? Name change, tattoo, move to Sweden. All three? I guess we'll wait and see. Would you ever get a piercing? You'd look really cool, edgy, and mysterious. You know what? With this new hair, I think I could pull it off. I don't think I could before, but now I could be a piercing guy. What if I create another slit, get a piercing, and the tattoo? Let's do it all. Has the hole in the gaming room ceiling been fixed yet? Believe it or not, they fixed it yesterday. We have something fixed in the house. I mean, they found the source of the leak, but now there's an ugly trapdoor they've left in the ceiling they have to come back and repair. Maybe in 2027. What is your spiciest take? Donuts are always a bit mid. I'm sorry. Listen. The fillings might be delicious, but the donut itself, it's fine. The only exception I'm going to give is those tiny little fresh fried ones that you get by the sea, that they pour a gallon of sugar on the top and they're still hot. Those I will F with. What's something else that everyone goes, ooh? Oh yeah, I didn't love the film Drive. I'm sorry. I know everyone loves it. I found it a bit boring. It looked very pretty, but I was a bit bored. They kept staring at each other and not saying anything. Okay, I'm done. Are you going to Pride this year? Look, I love being gay. I love to see some gays in the wild. I'm gonna send my biggest Pride vibe from home. I just don't do well in massive sweaty crowds. It makes me a bit anxious. And I feel like if you're in the parade, you gotta be smiling and waving, and I think I'd be like, So please go on my behalf. That doesn't say you won't see me in a gay bar afterwards. I'm just saying the whole parade is a bit of a, no raid. What's your favorite object in the house that you haven't shown on camera yet? I really like this plant growing out of a rock. Because if a plant can grow out of a rock, what are you doing with your life? Look at this perseverance. Also, I like having this secret door here to the dungeon. What's one thing you miss about the Manchester apartment? Oh, I'm still nostalgic for the Manchester apartment. Great people watching. In my first one, I lived above a petrol station, and for some reason, shit just went down under this petrol station. There was fights, there was three-way makeout sessions, there was the occasional dodgy dealing, and I'd just be looking out the window like, what are they gonna do tonight? And my bed was pressed right against the window, so I'd lie in bed. I could just see my own version of the Manchester Sims. But now I can look at a cherry blossom tree, which is a lot more chill, and a lot less emergency services. Show the seal things he hasn't seen before. What, like the zoo animals? Okay. Do you have brain rot? Honestly, yeah, I'm a bit worried about that actually. I recently discovered if you hold down on the top right on TikTok, it does double speed. I found myself watching TikToks on double speed. And I did it for about 10 minutes and then I thought, wait a second. What are you doing? This is too much information. If you're watching me at double speed right now on YouTube, I want you to go back to normal and help your brain out for a second. That's my new anti-brain rot resolution. I'm not speeding anything up.
Because if I'm watching everything in chipmunk voice, I've got a real attention span issue.
And if that fails, I'm going to delete TikTok, honestly. What shows/movies are you watching right now? Just finished The Bear, late to the party, but I freaking loved it. Immaculate characters, also 20, 30-minute episodes. Perfect. For my new brain rot brain. It makes me glad that I've never worked in a restaurant because I do not think I could handle that. There would be wine in people's laps, there'd be spaghetti in people's flaps, it'd be, sorry, it'd be a whole thing. Also watching my usual trash of Traitors, Australia, and I want to start Shogun as well. I heard that's good. How do I do long division? Honestly, I made it through school and never knew how to do it properly. My method was just to keep minusing stuff off the big number and then count how many I minused. I just did a whole bunch of minusing. If you woke up with a tail one morning, what would be the first thing you'd do? Don't I have some ideas? No, I would, I think I'd just use it for content. I'd make a YouTube video about it. I'd be the first OnlyFans person with a tail. I'd do an emotional magazine interview and kind of get my money's worth before the government dissected me. Say something in Deutsch. Well, lucky for you, laddie, I've been learning German. Thank you to the wonderful sponsor of today's video, Babbel. I've been enjoying my German adventure. What I've learned is a lot of it is quite easy to learn. I'd recommend it as a language, except when a word comes up that is just incredibly long for no reason. The longest German word in 2023 was Kraftfahrzeughaftpflichtversicherung, which is motor vehicle insurance. Maybe it's representing how frustrating it is to buy. But no, Babbel is great. And if you're thinking of taking a summer holiday this year, this is the perfect time to brush up your language a little bit. Why don't you get a little bit of French for Gay Paris? It's one of the top language learning apps in the world, and one of the best things about it is it turns learning language into a game. If anything's a game, I'm gonna do it anyway, because I want to get the points. Here's Dan helping me out earlier. Wer bist du?
In die Faust.
No, you are Daniel.
Who am I?
Who are you? Don't get existential.
I don't know.
Wer ist das?
Das Hund.
Das Hund. Yes. All the lessons are by real language teachers as well, so it's not just some algorithmically generated thing that you're never going to use. There's also other games in the app like Verb Tower, which is more addictive than Wordle. So if you want to join me on the Babbel train, you can get a very generous 60% off your language adventure by clicking the link below. I hope your experience of learning a new language is wunderbar. I just moved into my first apartment. Got any funny moving day memories? When we moved to London for the first time, we met the neighbor who I thought was gonna be like, hey, nice to meet you. She actually said, are you in a gang? And I just said, what? What do you mean? Sorry, no. Do I look like I'm in a gang? Turned out the day after we'd moved in, someone had tagged our communal door and they thought it was some kind of gang warfare because we'd moved in. Two tiny gays that were very much unlikely to be in a gang at the time. Can you show your Baldur's Gate 3 character? Yes, this is Mont. He was my practice for being blonde. I kind of made the hottest character possible. I'm very shallow. Now he does not look as good. What did I do to him? He just wanted those tentacles a bit too much. Also, I did make him have tentacle sex. I made a seal tattoo from your Draw My Life video. Look. Oh my god. That's amazing. I do not remember why there was a seal with wheels in that video. I do remember it. Here is a seal with wheels concept. I can't figure out what part of your body that is, but I'm a fan. What is the biggest... I'm not answering that. We've been so wholesome up until now. I actually went to a farm and saw a crazy looking rooster. It looked like it had fluffy 70s pants on. That is the biggest one I've seen. Most recent pick in your camera roll. This is dangerous. Oh. So Dan was on the complete other side of London and he was like, I think I can see our house from where I am. So he told me to go upstairs, look out the window with binoculars and see if I could see him so he could wave to me. Alas, the binoculars were not that powerful, but he told me to send a picture anyway. So Dan is somewhere in this forest, searching for a bear most likely. What's the wildest conspiracy that you believe? There's a couple of Mandela effects where I'm like, no, that was absolutely the way it was. Like when I was a very young kid at school, I remember Walker's Crisp Salt and Vinegar changing from blue to green. And I know loads of other people remember that, but apparently never happened. I'm definitely from a different universe. I will not accept it any other way. Would you ever consider LASIK? I'm quite tempted actually. Contact lenses are annoying. My glasses are just weighing down my face all the time. It would be nice if there was no complications, but I swear TikTok is listening because whenever I think about this for a second, I get a TikTok from someone where it went horribly wrong and they're having a terrible life. And I've just got that health anxiety fear that's gonna F up. Final Destination did not help. If I'm being honest. Don't give me your horror stories in the comments. I can't handle it. But maybe at some point. What are you cooking? Should I save my money? Please answer. Look, I can neither confirm nor deny something might happen in the next month. Something you're proud of yourself for. I said this before, but I think inadvertently creating the community that is you guys has been such a magical thing, and seeing people make friends because of me and have meetups. People have even got married because they met through mine and Dan's videos. It's just mind-blowing that me just sat here on the internet has had such a kind of butterfly effect across the world. So that's something I'm proud of and not something I thought would happen with my life. That felt very cozy to me. Thanks for asking your questions. I feel like I just sat down and had a nice little chat with a friend. We're besties now. If you like my new hair, give me a confidence boost. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again to Babbel for sponsoring this video. If you want to learn a new language like me and my German, you can click the link below, get 60% off. We've been banging out some bangers on the gaming channel. Make sure to check out our last one where we tried to play a drinking game with unexpected consequences. Subscribe if you want more of this lad in your eyes. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.